Hi, everyone. Rachel Recchia pulls up to the penthouse today, and this one gets deep. You know her from the wildest eras of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and today she's spilling the goods fans have never heard. We get straight into it and discuss who actually comes on reality TV looking for love and who's just there chasing clout. Rachel also opens up about the moment she saw Clayton again and the betrayal she still felt from that whole situation. Then somehow the conversation takes a chaotic turn into foot fetishes, dating disasters, and the kind of behind-the-scenes tea you only get when everyone forgets the microphones are on. All this coming from the iconic Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. Remember, please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Let's get into it. Rachel, welcome to the Hollywood Roosevelt.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited.
First time in the theater.
Yes.
Peta in the theater.
Have you been here before, though?
To the Roosevelt?
Yes.
Yes, one time.
Have you partied here? Was it like a party situation or was it like a stay in the hotel situation?
I went to the pool, but now I want to party. I didn't know there was parties here.
Oh, well, back in the day, the parties were insane. Like in this theater, oh my gosh. I was dancing on all of these tables.
I was going to say, so you have memories in this theater.
I have a lot. When I walked in here, I'm like, holy moly. It's been like 10 years since we've had a party in here.
Oh my gosh. Did Dancing with the Stars have parties here?
We would all come here after the shows and
after it wrapped, this was the place to be.
Get wasted. Yes. And it was such a fun time. Oh my gosh. But
you guys need to bring it back, revive it.
I know. It needs to be because there was Teddy's out there and this was like a whole show situation where like everybody would just come. It would be packed. Oh my gosh. Well, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I feel like I've wanted to come on for so long. So I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. I feel like we have a lot of friends in common too.
Yes.
We know a lot of the same people.
We do.
Especially Sasha Farber.
Yeah. I love him. He's the best.
I love him too.
I feel like Dancing with the Stars and Bachelor, it's like everyone just knows each other.
Yeah, it's very intertwined sometimes. Yes, indeed. Well, how is your health these days? Because I want to get straight into that.
Yes.
Because I know you had like a kidney infection and you've spoken about it before.
Yes.
But are you on the mend? Are you good?
I'm better. It's crazy though because I had this infection and it spread throughout my back. And I was on a PICC line for a while.
What is a PICC line again?
It's this intravenous, how do you say it?
IV? Is it?
It goes into your vein. And I had to like pump antibiotics into my arm for a while.
You had to do that?
I had to do that at home after I was in the hospital. And yeah, and even when I took it out, they said there was still infection there, but enough that they were okay with me taking it out. So
oh my gosh.
It was a crazy time.
How did this happen?
I think I had a UTI. I don't know. I never knew that I had one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I went in, they put me on medication, and then it like was only responding to one certain drug. But yeah, on the mend. It's been a while since that happened, but it was a really scary time.
And I hate to bring up Sasha again, but like at that time, he would tell me he was so concerned about you because we're really close friends.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh my gosh, she's going through this whole thing. I don't know what's happening. But he was just like the sweetest towards you.
He angel.
He was just so worried about you.
No, yeah, thank you. On the mend now, but it was a crazy time. I had to spend a couple nights more than a couple at Cedars.
Oh my gosh.
Cedars, Sinai, yeah.
Well, did the experience change how you think about health and the stress of reality TV? Do you think all of that?
I think everything puts some heaviness on our health. I mean, whether it's mentally or anything, but
yeah.
I actually filmed a show like 2 months after I went through that. So I was struggling with like my weight going up and down, even to this day. So a lot of people just will see things like that. And
yeah,
I think it's always just a lot with a lot of outside voices, right?
Opinions, yeah, always. What was that show that you were filming?
I went on Perfect Match on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I've seen some of it.
Have you?
I
know Harry Jowsey was on the season before me.
Yeah.
And did dancing.
Yeah, I saw him on that episode, that season too. He's a funny one. Oh my gosh. How was that experience for you?
It was different from The Bachelor. It was different production company. Everything that they do is different, but it was a lot of fun. I got to go out of my comfort zone a little bit.
So why do you think social media freaks out so much when people change their appearances, or not by choice either, and especially women? Why do you think people just love to comment so much?
I don't know. It's crazy because I get that when they first see us, that's the way they know us, but people change so much.
Yeah.
I am 30 now. I was 25 when everyone first met me, and it just feels like they don't want you to ever change.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, and I was actually just talking to Cheryl Burke about this because we both feel like we've been going through it with people. Yeah, in our comments. And it feels like you try so hard to be open and tell everyone everything, and then they still don't believe you, that you haven't had more done or that you're lying about something. And it's like, where do we stop being transparent because they don't believe us anyway?
Yeah, I completely agree, because you can't win at the end of the day. They're always going to say something back. And for me now, I found like I might as well just not say anything at all. If somebody's saying something about how I look, it's just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to let you think that way.
I know.
And move on with my life, because I can't change your opinion.
I was going to ask you, because you've been on TV for so long.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the same thing has happened with you?
I feel like not to some extent, like the Cheryl Burke situation, no. But yeah, there's definitely been comments along the way. I mean, I've had 3 kids. So, you know, I'm just one body part, boobs go up and down. Like, I mean, I was a triple D going into an E, and then I'm back to being like a B or a C, and it's just like, oh, you got this done, you got that done, you know, and you were more voluptuous before, and, you know, you've lost too much weight, you look so scary, and you look so old, and, you know, you get...
I love that one too.
Yeah. As soon as you, like, lose a little bit of weight, you look old, which, okay, like, I don't know what to say.
Like, okay...
Yeah.
I'm 30. I don't know like what to say. It is so true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes up and down and life changes, but people just don't want you to ever change and look different. I'm like, I wish I looked like I was 25 still.
Yes, give me all that collagen back.
Yes.
And
I'm like, I would do anything to look like that. Don't know how I can.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if someone was listening and struggling online with comments about their appearance and stuff like that, what helped you not internalize it and not take it so personally? Have you got like something that you say to yourself or something that you do to kind of like block them out?
Yeah, it's really hard because even to this day, I posted something last night and half the comments are, you don't look like yourself, you got all this work done. And a lot of times I want to just delete them and pretend like they're not happening. And I wish I had advice for someone, but I feel like I'm in the thick of it. Yeah, for the past year and a half, that is the main comment I get. And
is that you've lost too much weight?
Yeah. Or just that I think it's because they think I look different. They think I've had a nose job. I've had this done. I'm like, I have had the same Botox and the same filler. Okay, maybe I've gotten cheek filler since the first time they met me, but...
Oh, big whoop. Everyone gets something.
I know. I try so hard to be like open.
Yeah.
I wish I had advice.
No,
I feel like I just kind of
that's
leave
perfect.
it.
You're in it. And
yeah, I'm in the thick of it now.
Yep. For me, recently, I've just started vlogging, and this is just like a family situation. So we're on a ski trip, and I posted my son like went up into an embankment and split his whole mouth open.
Oh no!
And I would never usually like film something like that and put it out because it's, you know, it's kids and it's privacy and all that stuff, and I don't have my kids online much at all. But I thought that this was a situation where we've gone 9 years without stitches, you know, and I thought that's amazing with a boy, you know what I mean? Like,
yes, with a boy that's huge.
We've had bruises and cuts, but like no stitches, and it was just like a moment that I wanted to document, and I put it out there, and the online backlash about me using my kids for money and how could you do that? Child privacy, this is... I felt the need in that moment. I was so upset because I did have a feeling of like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? You know, but I went with it, and again, I'm in the thick of it. So I was like toying up,
That's
like, do I
happening right
reply?
now.
Yeah. Do I like say something? And I ended up writing one comment underneath, like, guys, I totally hear you, like 100%. Like, you usually never see my kids in anything like this, but I thought it was a moment. And he actually also, I tried to explain to them, like, Shai appreciated me filming it too, because like, he was like, yes, I get to see like what happened to me and like what I went through. And like, when I'm 20, I can look back and like have this experience on tape, you know? But so I'm in it too. Like, and I still struggle to know what the best thing to do and how to respond. It's just, it's
I totally
tough.
get it. It's on one hand, you could say something, but then sometimes saying something spirals it and makes it worse.
And and under my comment is like 1,000 other people now commenting on my comment. And I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I feel like my parents would take pictures when my brother was getting like his cast removed or like stitches. That's such a boy thing to do. But then we just put it in the photo album. Like everyone kind of does document it.
Yeah.
And it's part of your story. And I think, I mean, so many mothers I know too, the children are a part of their life. So they're going to be in some content.
Yeah.
And I think it's just hard for people to understand sometimes.
It is hard. Yeah. Well, by the way, I love that you are a female pilot.
Thank you.
When I first saw you on The Bachelorette, I was like, how freaking cool.
Thank you.
We have never had somebody in that realm being shown on TV like this. And I'm so proud of you that you have that and you came onto reality TV and it's just such an awesome job.
Thank you.
Do you still fly?
So I still fly recreationally.
Okay.
But I am going to get back into it full time pretty soon. Yeah. Every time I'm ready to gear up and fully dive into it again, I've had something come up.
Okay.
I've just been filming for the past 4 years, but I love it so much. And I'm excited to get back into it fully.
I bet. Are you fly private planes or you fly, what is your, tell me everything.
So I have all my licenses, but I'm still a flight instructor. I have to do that for like about a year until I could go to the airlines, like timeline wise.
Okay.
And teaching isn't my favorite thing to do, but you have to do it as a step to get to the airlines
so you have
build
to
up
teach
your hours.
Students.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm still kind of there. I teach mostly in like single engine planes, like the little small Cessnas is what people are usually familiar with.
Cessnas?
Yeah.
It's such a cute name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's usually the plane people will know. But yeah, teaching students and going up.
Where do you fly with them?
When I taught in Ohio and Florida.
Okay.
And so you kind of just will go up sometimes just locally around the airport, or sometimes you go on cross countries and you'll go to different cities, and it's amazing. A lot of fun. Yeah.
I hope you document that, getting back into it.
I need to start, but the thing is, it's very male dominated.
It is.
And I feel like sometimes they look down on you just because you're a woman. And then if I'm a woman and I'm recording and vlogging, it makes me
like, what is
so
she doing?
nervous. Yes. So that's why people don't see me post about it a lot, just because I get so nervous around.
Yeah.
It still gets to me.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, even me walking through here, just the Roosevelt lobby, people are like, I have my vlog camera, just getting some little footage and people are staring.
Yeah.
They're like, what is she doing?
It's still embarrassing even to this day. I want to be so comfortable with it, but I'm like, I'm still like, I don't want people to see me recording myself.
I'm the same way.
I feel the same.
It's just a space where, because when you do see like influencers in the wild, like,
influencers in the wild has given us the worst rep. That's why we can't film anything.
They ruined it for us. Okay, I want to talk about your reality TV era, okay, because I kind of want to know a little bit more secrets and stuff.
I have them. What do you want to know?
Okay, you've done a few shows now, which I absolutely love, by the way. What is your biggest or craziest memory that pops into your head that you're like, wow, can't believe that happened?
Okay, so I always say the craziest thing that we filmed was when me and Gabby were on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And we had what we call in The Bachelor the rose ceremony from hell. And we were in this opera house in Iceland, and it was like snowstorming outside. Our bachelor was dropping this crazy news on us, and you could just hear me and Gabby crying throughout this huge opera house.
I remember that.
And it was just, I don't think I've filmed anything as wild as that. As much TV as I've done, it was definitely the craziest experience. And the only time I've really felt like, oh my gosh, I'm filming a show right now. This is crazy.
And it's your real life.
And
like
it's
you're
my
going
real life.
through it.
And now I can go back and relive it. And sometimes people will go to the opera house and they'll get on the stairs and pretend to cry and send me pictures.
Oh my God.
So I just always get to relive that moment. But yeah, it was a crazy time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the cameramen kind of not knowing what to do. And it was kind of like they kind of dropped the cameras, picked them back up. And
they didn't know where we were going. I was going downstairs. She was going up. No one knew he was going to do that. And so no one knew that we were going to have these huge outbursts. So it turned into this super long night when it was
Did you really love him in that moment?
At the time, I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really bought into the whole thing and I felt everything that they said you were supposed to feel.
Okay, give me one secret about filming those shows that people would be shocked to learn. Like maybe behind the scenes if people don't get to see.
Okay, so I think one thing, and I don't know if this is like public knowledge, but when we do the rose ceremonies, they're split up into like a bunch of different parts. So it looks like it's airing as you, everyone's always like, how do you remember all the names?
I am wondering that.
So when me and Gabby used to do it, and it could have just been because it was me and Gabby and they never trusted us with anything, but they would give us 2 names and we would,
that answers
I would have
all
2,
my questions.
She would have 2, and then we would have to go back. And then they would say, okay, here are your next 2 names. Because they had to position the camera and say when we were saying names.
Yeah, yeah.
So that order and the length of time that goes is all kind of in their hands.
Because thank you for answering that. Because I would be there in my living room going,
like,
there's
the
no
name?
way Clayton knows all of those girls' names.
No.
Like that's 30 women.
No. And even if you forgot, they would just walk away and then go talk to producer and then come back. So the rose ceremonies are so long because of that.
Oh my God. Did you ever be like, I can't do this anymore? Or like, I am tapped out with boys, with men around me, just like making decisions, like decision fatigue right now.
It's really hard because you don't get a day off and you're going really late into the night, like 3 a.m. and then you're up at 7 a.m. for a date.
Stop. Is that allowed?
It's just, you know that what you're doing is the opportunity of a lifetime and you got to do it. But that midway point where you're still having the drama in the house and it's a lot. It's a lot, but you're like looking at the end of the tunnel for this connection and what's going to be at the end. But yes, no, absolutely. I would bawl my eyes out the entire time, which is what I did my entire season. It's half of just me being exhausted.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Being sleep deprived and everything. I also look as a viewer from home, I would, again, hindsight 2020, but I would look and be like, how can she not see that about him? Like, I know that you're not privy to everything that like the guys see or vice versa, but how could he not see that she's saying this and she's lying right now? You know, as a viewer, we kind of see more. And it's just, there's some decisions that I'm like, oh my gosh, you're making the wrong decision. Do you find out things after, or are you really don't know these things in real time? Like if he's bitching behind your back or something.
Sometimes the guys will bring it to you and they'll tattle.
Okay.
But most of the time, interviews were the most shocking throughout all the shows I've done, was watching what people would say behind your back, like in interview where you would never find that out.
But do you get to see the interview in real time?
With everyone else.
Oh, when the season aired, you don't get to see what they said.
No, but if something really bad is happening with the boys, most of the time one will come and tattle and bring it to you and then you can address it.
Right.
But producer, they're not telling you what's happening or what's happening in their interview. So yeah, we're finding it out with everyone else, which is always a good time.
It's always a good time.
Yes. I'm like, oh, so that's how you felt.
My God. Okay. What's the biggest misconception people have about the Bachelor world?
I don't know. I get people's concerns for the most part. I think the first thing everyone always asks me is it real?
Yeah.
Is it scripted? Did you actually feel that way? And I know for me, what I put out there was actually how I felt. But I do know some people who turn around after their time on the show and are like, I never felt that way, or it was just because I was in the bubble.
I can see that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a lot of times people ask, is it real? And I always say it's real, but we're put in a lot of situations where that wouldn't naturally happen.
Right.
Right?
In the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Is there something you learned about yourself during that whole era that surprised you in a good way or bad way?
Yeah. I always say this, that my Bachelorette season was the most insecure I ever was. I
Really?
just felt horrible going into it. It wasn't the right time for me. And me and Gabby were put into situations that I wish we never were, just because it was the first time they had two.
Right.
And I watched the worst parts of me come out because of all that happening. And it happened when I was 26. So I'm really grateful that I got to watch it and
26.
look at the worst part of me and be like, okay, this was coming from me not liking myself, and this was coming from me being insecure. And it was a really hard thing to watch back, and a lot of people haven't forgiven me for how I acted.
How did you act? What were those bad things?
I was so insecure, and I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt. I found out I was the Bachelorette a week before. I just didn't feel mentally in the place to do that, but of course I'm going to do it.
Of course, yeah.
It's this opportunity of a lifetime, and they had done 2 Bachelorettes for the first time. So me and Gabby were just put in this position. It was really difficult. The men were acting not great. They were just bouncing back and forth. And then me and Gabby were just expected to bounce back from hearing people say to our face, I don't like you because of this, this, and this. I like her because of this, this, and this.
Oh,
and
I can't.
One should ever hear that. And
Horrible.
I feel like me and Gabby, they would look at us and judge us. I'm like, can you even imagine what it was like in that position?
Honestly, I cannot. It's hard enough being the Bachelorette, I feel like, by yourself rather than also have another woman beside you and being compared and just like, oh, no, I like this one better today. Oh, no, I think mine's Gabby. I cannot.
And they would just bounce back and forth for both of us. And me and her, I feel like we got to a point where we were just like, who is even here for me? Who actually likes me?
Yeah.
Apparently all these people, like, for me, it was just really difficult. And I'm always so thankful that I had her. But
did you guys remain friends? Or was there a point in the show where you're like, oh my God, like this is too much for our friendship?
Well, they at one point separated us. So we were on different days, different dates, but we would write each other notes.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful I had her because I went through a breakup while the show was airing, and I couldn't have done it without her.
Yeah.
Our lives have obviously gone down different paths since, but I am so supportive, and every time she gets something, I just feel like I'm so happy for her.
And you're a good friend, and that's
She's
what friends
amazing,
do.
and she truly deserves it all and more.
That's really sweet. Okay, amazing. Yeah, but again, I can't imagine being there with somebody else. It's very tough. Yeah. Okay, if you could go back and give yourself advice before stepping into this whole reality TV world, what would it be?
That's a good question. I think, obviously, I would love to go back and do the right thing and pick the right people. But I think what I've learned on the other side is so valuable that I kind of had to make all those mistakes.
Yeah.
And it just feels meant to be that I had to do so much wrong to get where I am. But of course, I would like to go back and be engaged and have gotten everything I wanted out of it. But I mean, we're on the other side. We're just trying to be grateful for what I went
and also
through.
like know your self-worth too going into it. I can't imagine at 26. I was so immature at 26.
Yeah.
I was on tables partying. I was not
She was in this room.
I was
on
in
the
this
table.
room. I was in no form to be the main girl in a reality TV show at all. So I can't
wish
imagine.
I was older.
Yeah.
Gabby was older at the time, and I'm so jealous. Like, I wish I would have, but I don't know if I would have learned the same things and had this knowledge. But I'm like, 26. I thought I knew everything truly. I was like, no, I did not.
Oh my God. Okay, that's good. That's good. So with all the versions of dating shows now, do you think people are actually falling in love or just chasing the fame? Because I know there's so many people that just sign up to get their social media higher.
Totally.
To just be on TV and not actually be there to find their person. Or they might actually not even know. Do you know who's going to be the Bachelor and the Bachelorette?
Sometimes they know and sometimes they don't.
Okay.
For us, we were told it was going to be one of 3 people, and then it ended up being someone completely different.
Wow.
And that was like a week before.
Wow. Okay.
It depends on the show. I went on a Netflix dating show, and I would say we actually did have a couple that ended up getting married, and they have a kid from my season. So
amazing.
It works to an extent, but I think most shows, the people going on are not looking for anything, I would say.
Or just a good time.
Or just a good time. But I would say the women are open to something happening.
Okay.
If something were to come out of it, I think the women going on always want that possibility.
Yeah.
It's kind of the men where
Because that's what we
the
do.
type of men that get cast.
Yeah.
Now that I've done it so much, I don't know if I think they have good intentions. Some of them they find on LinkedIn.
Oh my
and I'm
gosh.
like, maybe those guys, because they don't really know what's happening. But
And do they ask you what your type is? And you're like, I like tall, brunette, handsome guys. And they're going to try to find those? Or
I don't know. I don't really remember them asking about my type.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know I was the Bachelorette when they casted our season. So I don't, maybe they do for other leads, but I don't remember them doing that for me.
Okay. Is there anything about that life that you miss right now?
About reality TV?
Yeah. Or is it just like, done, it's closed?
I mean, we get, as a lead, you get such great treatment. You're flying first class, you're staying in these amazing hotels. So that was obviously so amazing to experience. But
so we miss that.
I mean, who doesn't miss staying in the penthouse of a hotel? They really do treat their leads like
really
they're
well.
Celebrities. Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, being a lead, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can't do that, but there's no way I can be doing that. But that sounds fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay. One thing I always think about is how viewers think they know you from the television, right? What's the biggest thing people assume about you that's maybe completely wrong, or it's so skewed, their opinion?
I think one of the biggest things I get, obviously I'm emotional, but that one is true. But then people will always say I'm boring all the time. And I'm like, maybe I'm a little boring, but it's funny because they don't get to see your full personality on an edited.
It's snippets.
Yeah, it's little snippets. But that was a big one I got when I was on Netflix.
You're
I was boring.
At least you're not like a bitch, or you're not like a horrible person.
I'm like, at least I'm nice.
Yeah, at least you're nice.
But that's the main one that I get.
That's so funny.
What do they say about you? I'm always curious.
Well, they hated when I started dating Max.
Did they?
Oh, God, yeah.
Why? I feel like people
I feel like they get very invested with partnerships on the show. So if something is maybe leaning somewhere and the producers are editing it to be like, oh, will they, won't they? Maybe they're dating right now and dancing together.
What is your take also on Showmances?
It's a bad idea.
You think always?
Terrible idea.
But
on Dancing with the Stars?
Them.
Terrible. Like, if you can avoid it and hold on and hold off until you get off that show and then start doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Yeah. It ruins everything.
Do you think people are doing it because it's genuinely, the feelings are there because they're spending so much time, or because for a voting thing?
Oh, no. It's genuine. I always say, you're so entrenched in it, and dancing is so close and so up close and personal. And you are in that space with that person like this every day for 3.5 months. You are with them, smelling their breath, knowing what they're eating at lunchtime, and wrapping your legs around them. Do you know what I mean? And it's very much like that. And people always get confused. Celebrities always get confused and feel like the lines are blurred, when to us, I'm not saying it's never happened, but to us, it's a job. I'm wrapping my legs around you because I got to get this move done. You know what I mean? And I got to get you to stand up straight, hold your posture, and I'm really wrapping my leg doesn't mean that I'm like trying to get in there. You know what I mean? It's a move.
I think I would. Everyone always says, I see it online. They're like, I would fall in love. I'm like, yeah, same. When you
People
guys
fall
are
in
that
love
close,
all the time, babe.
Yeah,
all the time, and it's some people have to talk about it beforehand. Some people have to really, put the boundaries up and stuff like that. I was really fortunate because I always had married men or people that were just newly engaged or, so I never fully experienced. I've experienced some stuff, but not like fully, like a little bit. Yeah. Not me doing anything, but I've experienced people feeling like this could go somewhere.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And feeling like, oh, maybe she does like me. You know what I mean? So because you're texting all night, talking about your dance and what you got to bring for tomorrow and, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So especially the women. I don't know. I'm talking so much about this.
No,
because
I want to know.
It's just,
I'm like, this.
I don't know how much we can air of this, but like the women get, like Max has had a situation where he went to lunch with somebody and she thought that they were about to start dating and being together outside of the show. And it's hard, it's awkward, and it's just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I made you feel that way. Like, no, this is just like, that's what it was. You know what I mean? So, yes.
I cannot imagine. I always think about like, there's so many marriages between like the pros. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that must just be so hard for everyone. Cause the lines,
you mean
obviously
like if me and Max were to dance?
If you guys were both dancing. Yeah.
We've had situations where not us being annoyed at each other with our partners, but
annoyed at the partner.
The other partners, So it's, there's been situations, all sorts of things happening, and obviously people hooking up the entire time too when they first meet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't even know that much, but from what I do know, I'm like,
yes. Yeah. Sometimes people start hooking up immediately. And I'm not, this is more back in the old days. Now a lot of people are married and have kids and like that stuff doesn't really happen, I don't think. But yes, there's a wide range of things that can happen.
This is why you guys need to film
I know.
behind the scenes, bring it back.
Okay, so I know everyone probably asks you about Clayton and we've kind of touched on it a little bit. But what I want to know is, you and Clayton had one of the most talked about breakups in Bachelor history, right? And then you saw each other again on Perfect Match. Did that second experience actually give you closure? Or did it flood you with other feelings again?
I feel like I had closure and I went into Perfect Match wanting to be the only person selfishly from the Bachelor world. When I saw him though, it was nice because it was an environment where I knew no production, none of the cast members, everything was new. And he was someone that I've already done this experience with. I trusted him.
Oh, good.
You kind of have that camaraderie even besides romantic feelings. So when I first saw him, I was just happy to know someone. And then he pulls me to the side and starts telling me these things. And
what were those things?
I mean, for everyone who watched it, it was kind of just, I always thought about you. And if you were a little older at the time, and now that you're in front of me, it seems meant to be. And as someone who was a runner-up, you always have those thoughts of what if they ever thought back and chose me, or what if it was me. Yeah. So even though I had closure on the situation, hearing it again was a bit confusing. It was also just, I was scared. And then for the next day, him to turn around and take it all back, that's where I was angry.
It was the next day?
It was less than 24 hours. And then that day, I didn't even see him the full day. So it was basically just a couple hours. And I was just mad at him because I just feel like he was doing it to embarrass me. Yeah, and he was doing it on purpose. And that's why I was so angry. And I think a lot of people confused my tears with, I was sad that he was doing that, but it was more just
why would
betrayal and feeling like you've done this to me so many times. When does it get to the point where you don't want to hurt me anymore?
1000%. I mean, how can you go from saying one day that you're thinking about these feelings again and then within 24 hours, oh, sorry, I was just...
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
He's talked about what he was feeling and how he realized it was just seeing me in person that made the feelings come back, and he realized it wasn't going to work.
Okay, well, hold that feeling in, buddy.
I know.
Don't let that out.
You know,
Like,
I don't know if I would have been like, oh, I want to stay together if we would have actually stayed together, but it was just, it feels deliberate. And as much as he always says it wasn't,
yeah.
I think he just knows that he can hurt me, and he just kind of, I think, likes it a little bit.
Do we like Clayton or do we not
We're
like
fine
Clayton
now.
right now?
We're okay now. Yeah.
Okay. I saw he's started dancing, and he was, I mean, this has been
Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts on the dancing? He loves it. Peta, what are your thoughts?
You know what? My thoughts were, go you. Like,
Yeah.
I applaud you for getting on social media and dancing, because that is not easy.
No.
Just that alone. Sharing that with the whole world when you know that you are not a good dancer. Like, I mean, I think that's, you know.
Maybe he wants to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Maybe. But you know what I did notice is that he's improved.
Oh, you did?
Yes. From his day one video, my God, he's improved.
He needs to see this.
Yeah.
Coming from you, that's huge.
No, that he's very much improved. His rhythm has improved. His musicality has improved. Like, he's got his
He got a
groove going.
groove.
Yeah.
He has he's dancing, he's doing cameos, so I think he's
Okay.
He's well.
Go Clayton.
Go Clayton.
Do you feel like because that Bachelor bubble is so rushed and, you know, on TV and everything is filmed, do you feel like people would actually work better outside? And that's why so many people sort of tend to start dating in the Bachelor world outside, because they have more of reality to be with the other people. Do you know what I mean? Instead of being pushed onto TV.
I think the bubble is definitely a thing, because I always say, how can you not fall in love when you're next to the Eiffel Tower in Paris drinking wine and eating chocolates? Like, of course.
Yeah.
I think it's finding the person that you could do life with outside. And that's what we always try to do. And I think that's why everyone loves the dates that are more just walking around and trying to do everyday things to see if you can imagine that person in everyday life.
Okay. Reality TV relationships are very strange, I feel like, because you're in that bubble. You know, the audience keeps reliving them, though, long after you guys have moved on. So do you feel like people are stuck in a chapter of your life that you've already closed for so long ago?
I mean, that's the way they first saw me. And I always think when people want me to be with someone, it's just because they want me to be happy.
Yeah.
And I think especially because I'm single, people know someone in the franchise, they know me, and they want me to be with someone and have the happy ending. So I like to think it's more like that, because no one wants me to be with Clayton or my ex-fiance. So they just will find people in Bachelor Nation and they'll be like, oh, you guys together.
Maybe you'd be great.
Yeah, I think they just want me to be happy, which I think is a good thing.
It's a great thing. Well, how's dating now?
I am not dating.
Not at all?
No, I'm really not.
And...
No, I haven't gone on a date since last year.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm just
chill.
I think it'll happen when it happens. I think I've been on 4 dating shows in the last literally 3 years. So
it's a lot.
It feels in a way that you want something so badly to work from that show. And I felt so much pressure to have something work.
Yeah.
And I haven't had much experience dating outside of that, which is crazy. So I think when something happens naturally, if I meet someone in person, I would be open to it, but I'm not looking.
You got to get back to flying and doing your things.
Yes. I think when I get back to flying and I start getting back to my everyday life, it's going to happen really fast.
For sure.
So I'm just waiting for that.
Is there somebody in the Bachelor world that you like right now or think is cute or like anything?
No, I mean, who knows? You never know when you meet people. You're always so surprised.
Yeah.
But I've been in the circle for a bit, so
because there's so many people in those pools. It's just it's a lot to choose from.
I also know a lot about a lot of the men in that pool, and not all of them are as serious as people would like. Some are.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some are. But my therapist says I have to stop dating reality TV people.
Well, that was my next question.
Yes.
Are we done with reality TV stars?
With Dating?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Done.
I have to be.
Finish that chapter
Yes.
for a second.
Yes.
I love that for you. Do you think men are more intimidated by TV fame or the fact that you are literally a pilot?
I don't know. I think it's so much easier for men who were on the show to date in real life because women watch the show. I think they're open to it. I think a lot of times when I've dated outside of reality TV, they find it really hard to understand what I'm going through.
Okay.
I always wanted something to work out in that space because I wanted someone who understood what it was like.
Right.
Because, I mean, when
That's
people
fair.
are watching their every move and judging them and they've never done this before, it's really hard.
No, I get that.
So it's hard. I don't want to shove someone into that when they never signed up for it.
Right.
I did, but with dating me would also come judgment and scrutiny and things. So
and all of that.
yeah, it's difficult. I think maybe that would be more deterring than being a pilot, but
Okay. Love that answer. What's the worst DM a guy has sent you since being on TV? Is there something really funny, like a foot fetish or like anything?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I get DMs all the time, but I always I'm scared to go through a lot of them. I'm trying to think of a funny one. I really can't think of one.
They're probably
There are the
all
foot
like, we
fetish
need
ones.
to date you. You know, it's
Yeah,
just like,
I get the pickup lines and things like that, but I try not to go through my messages. You know how they're scary sometimes in there.
yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
What is that foot Wikipedia? What is that?
WikiFeet.
WikiFeet.
Do you have a good rating?
Apparently I do.
What's Peta's rating? Should we look at? She has 5 stars.
I don't know, but I have people always like, give me your toes, like show me a good foot
You
pic.
must have really good.
I'm
Now
like,
I'm like,
what?
bring them out. Take them out of the slipper.
Oh my God, no. If you have a foot fetish, goodbye. No, that is a no-go
People
zone.
can make a lot of money off that, though, I heard. Or is that just a rumor that you can make money off that?
Oh no, I think you can make money off it for sure. I mean, you make money off anything. Like hand modeling, you can do like you know, neck pictures, whatever. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question about feet. And you have almost 5 stars.
Is that
You have
that's really
great-
good, right?
It's out of 5.
Fuck yeah, my feet are fantastic.
Peta, that's amazing. Okay, no, I have a question. That when you dance in the
Yes.
shoe, are the toes supposed to be on the floor?
No, they're still on the sole of the dance
Really?
shoe.
Because
Yes.
I saw something recently and they were saying that the toes are supposed to be on the floor. And I'm like, that's crazy if you have to dance with the toe outside the shoe.
No, I mean, when you point, I feel like
It'll
the
go
toes
out?
can go over a smidgen. But if your toes dragging on the floor, I mean, no, that would
No?
absolutely kill.
Okay, I had to ask.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I just saw that on TikTok recently.
No, that would.
No
I mean, you know
toes
what
out.
some people do though. I have seen they'll cut the sole here, so the toes. I've seen that
out?
before go out a little bit, which I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I do not understand that at all. It's there to protect your toes because you're going to
Right.
have calloused toes. It'll be gross.
No preference. They just want their dogs on the dance floor.
Dogs.
They want their dogs.
Little piggies on the dance floor.
They like it. Extra points.
Oh my God.
From one of the judges.
No, thank you. No, foot fetishes are a no. Hell no in my book.
No.
Like, don't suck my toe.
Well, you have
Don't
a
do
great
anything.
rating, so maybe you should reconsider. I think you could make a career out of this.
No, literally. If it pays for like my kids' activities, like kids are expensive.
Yeah, while you're getting a pedicure, just snap a couple pics. Like it has to be easy.
Wait, great idea. Okay, I'm going to go online and just see what I'm worth.
Literally.
So,
This is an
Might be worth-
untapped market for you. I
untapped
feel.
market. I'm going to
Yes.
be a millionaire tomorrow. Okay. Do you trust someone who would say to you they've never watched the show?
I feel like a lot of people haven't.
I mean, like the doctor, lawyer, accountant in New York
Yeah.
City probably hasn't seen.
I
You know.
assume people usually haven't
Yeah.
seen it
Okay.
more than them saying they've never watched it. But I did have a guy one time that I dated who watched me. And that was the reason he was like, I want to talk to you because I saw you and I liked it. And I was like, oh, wait, this is amazing. Like he saw me and he liked me. And I'm like, wait, no. So now I would never probably date someone who said they saw me and liked me. Does that make sense?
That's interesting.
It's also like a version of me that is not 100% true to me.
I
so if
see
you like
that.
that person, you're going to get a different person when you're with me as well. So it's almost nicer if they haven't.
I see that. Okay. Because I was like thinking that might be good because they've seen what you've gone through and empathize, and they know the drill.
Yeah. I always get nervous that they'll go back and like watch my worst moments on YouTube, because if I had the ability to, I would do it. I would be at home looking at every bad moment. So whenever I meet someone, I always just cross my fingers they don't look it up.
That's so funny. Well, that was the next question. Have you ever gone on a date when you realized they were just there for the Bachelor clout?
I mean, I'm sure so many.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, that's why I tried for a while to make it work in the space. But yeah, I did date someone who saw me on the show and wanted to date me after. But who knows? Probably every guy.
We need to get somebody different for you.
I know, like
different field of work.
Someone who doesn't have social media.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that's what I think I probably need.
Because I feel like they would balance you out too. Like, because we're so social media driven, that's our work, that's our job, that's how we make money. If they're like, I'm just going to say doctor, lawyer, whatever, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
Because that would just be like a calming effect when you come home. It's not like you're both sitting there trying to get your ads done.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, the couples content, if you're dating someone, it's hard because then where is it like work and then where is it actual genuine
fun?
I feel like it could be hard sometimes, but that's
absolutely
nice though when you're with someone who can make that like fun stuff with you. But
no, that's true.
Yeah.
Max and I make fun content. But
sometimes, you guys have cute content.
Thank you. But sometimes it's also like, hey, buddy,
it's work.
You know, we got to get these 3 things done today, buddy. I called him.
Hey, buddy, we got to make these couples content. We're going to be making feet videos.
Yes, or he'll be taking the photos. Now, yes, I think this is a great idea.
He has no idea. You just gave him a new career.
This will be my next phone call.
In the span of one interview. He already called you. You're like, guess what?
Guess what? We're doing wikiFeet now to pay for the soccer and the basketball practice. Okay,
all paid for.
Which is worse, do you think, dating on reality TV or dating on Raya?
I can't get on Raya.
Stop.
I'm not kidding.
How?
I've been trying for years.
We need to get you on Raya.
I can't get on Raya and I'm banned from Hinge.
Why are you banned from Hinge?
Because one time I was on Hinge and I put in pictures that were just like of the sky, like on Google. So they were like probably copyrighted pictures because I just wanted to see what was on there without committing to it. And so then they banned me for life.
Wow, that's strict.
I know. They said you could repeal it, but I'm like, I can't repeal because I did use pictures of the sky. But Raya, I can't get on Raya.
Can't you get referred by somebody
I
on
have.
Raya?
I've had people that referred me, but they don't want me on.
That's ridiculous.
Probably
You're the
because I get banned
Bachelorette.
from that one too.
The Hinge people are probably like, Raya, don't do it.
They're like, she's banned. I'm probably in a database of being banned.
Oh my God. And the Raya CEO goes on there to have a
He's
look.
like, no. So I heard dating on Raya is pretty bad though. I've never tried it though.
I've never tried it, but I also heard it can be great too. Like people meet and have babies and stuff.
Do they? Everyone I know, they say that no one responds, that you match, but then no one talks back.
Oh, well, that's.
I don't know. I'd like
You'll
to be
find
on
your
it one
person.
day, maybe.
Yes. Well, we'll keep trying, but until then, we'll find you somebody
In
out
real
of
life.
Yes.
Perfect. That's honestly even better.
So you are now on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. Tell me about that because that's a really cool opportunity. You're hosting the whole thing.
It's been so fun. I'm co-host with Charity.
Wow.
Who we love. But yeah, Rachel Lindsay started it in, I would say 2019.
Okay.
And we just got to have her on. So it's been very full circle.
So is this a every week recap on the current season?
Sometimes we do episodes where we recap or do behind the scenes stuff, but mostly interviewing.
Wow. Wait, so this is the official Bachelor podcast?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun to be still involved because I watch the show. I'm a fan. But I was going to ask you, I don't know if I know how to host with someone who doesn't know how to be interviewed. It's going to be hard.
You just need to be as natural and keep it so casual and conversational as possible because I feel like if it's very scripted and very by the book and you only have these questions to ask, it gets harder because I think if you keep it as a natural conversation and just go with it, if there's questions that pop into your head, go with those.
Yeah.
And then you can come back to your own stuff.
Have you had people that just answered the question and then didn't
You know
say
what?
anything
My
else.
people have been pretty good, actually.
good?
But yeah, there's been a few people that'll answer and then nothing, silence.
I had that one time and I was like, oh, and then like scrambling to the next question.
They're
They
like
were
waiting.
like, wait, what was the question? I'm like, oh, it was kind of more conversational, you know?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
like I'll go back to the script.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Yeah, I think feeling you'll get the flow.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, you're
So
going to
we're
be
about
great.
to
And just always
start
have
that.
like, I feel like a line to segue into the next conversation and next topic. It's always good to have some lines that you can just get off the top of your head, take and use to segue nicely into the next thing. Because sometimes that's like a moment we're like, okay, next topic. Okay, what's
now
that?
we're talking about this.
Yeah.
It's a skill for sure, and I admire like you and people who are so good at this because I'm like,
thank you.
I'm just starting, but I feel so honored that they still want me to be a part of it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a big podcast, babe. That's great.
Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So how many have you done so far?
We started at, I would say sometime in January.
Okay, so you've done a few.
So we've done a few, like once a week. So
okay.
good practice with a lot of people we already know.
Yes. And Charity also, I'm assuming, is great to bounce off.
She's amazing. Me and her could just talk for hours, which she's the best. I cannot say enough good things about her.
That's great. When you have a great co-host, it makes it so much easier.
Yes. No,
I love Shana.
Is amazing.
When she comes on. Yeah. Okay. Well, before we wrap it up, is there anything else you would like to talk about or promote or anything like that? Is there anything else coming up that everybody should know about?
Oh my gosh. Just
no more
listen to
shows?
I don't know. Maybe one day.
Okay.
Very open.
Well,
it's
I
not
love
dating.
Yeah. Okay. I love watching you on TV.
Thank you.
So I think you're amazing, and I love your emotions, and I love that you put it all out there, and you're like one of the real ones.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, you should take that and hold that, and just be happy that you're known for that. Because that's a really good thing. Who wants to be known as the chick that's like doesn't really say how she feels and keeps everything in, and isn't who she says she is. So
well, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. This has been so fun.
I hope you
can I
liked
come back
it.
Every week?
Please come back. We should
we'll
should
be
do
in the
more.
Theater. We'll at least throw a party here in your honor. We have to.
We should throw a podcasting party here.
Wait, that would be so fun.
Like without two podcasts.
Wait, that would be so fun. Someone make that happen.
We make that happen.
I love
guys.
that.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you for coming. Thanks, babe.
This is so fun. Thank you.